Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's Beauty Haul. This is where I detail my purchases and the places that I've gone to buy makeup and put together a list of everything that I've bought and tell you whether or not I'm excited about it or if it's something I'm probably not going to like, but maybe I'm trying it for the first time. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And we have a big haul this time. I went to 3 places. I bought things from 3 places. I bought from Amazon, Ulta, and Sephora. So we have a big haul. This is a lot. So let's get started. So in this haul, the first place we're going to start with is Amazon, because I got quite a few things from Amazon. Like 4 or 5 things, but there were also some other non-makeup purchases mixed in. But as always, we focus on the makeup here. And possibly a wig if we buy one, which we did. So I did get a wig. I do not have it in here, but it is supposed to be like a, victory roll. I'm like, I don't believe it. That's not a victory roll. I've been around the scene long enough to know a victory roll when I see one, and that is not a victory roll, my friends. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna see. But it came with like a roller for the front curl that's supposed to be the victory roll. So we're gonna see how that works. But I'm very excited to try it, at least. So one of the things I did buy that is also not, it's makeup related, but it's not actual makeup, is I got another one of these. This is the Casafield 40 slot tiered lipstick makeup organizer. So I need this because I have 2 of these already. One holds my actual liquid lipsticks and just lipsticks and some lip glosses. Okay. And then the other one holds, I'm looking at them. They hold, it holds my eye pencils. So like my shadow sticks, it holds that, my eyeshadow sticks and things. So that's all that's in that one. That's how many eyeshadow sticks I have. So I'm starting to have to double up, and that's a problem. So I was like, all right, it's time to buy another one. So I'm going to make good use of this, and see what I can do with it. So yeah, very excited. I do like these. They serve a very good purpose for me, and I don't know where I'm going to put this, but on my little stand where I have all of my makeup, but it's going to go somewhere. I don't know, but I need this. So very excited to get this. That was $9.19. All right, so then next is, so we're gonna start putting stuff in here. This is not gonna be the final place that we put it, but it's gonna sit there for temporarily and hold things. Next is the Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. Now I'm like, this got to be, they got to have had to do a trademark or something, and they had to pay the estate of the Notorious B.I.G. because I'm like, everybody know that this is like a trademark. This is like a song by him. So I'm like, you got to, I'm looking to see, did they have to do a trademark for it? And they don't say anything about it, but like, everybody know this is a literal song by Biggie Smalls. So it was like one of his first songs when he first hit the scene in like 93, 94. And I know this, or 94, 95, because I was alive when Big Papa came out. I was in middle school. As a matter of fact, I was in the 8th grade when Big Papa came out. So Ready to Die. It's off the album Ready to Die. So I'm like, and I have that album somewhere. I think I got it on CD. I have the song specifically, but I think I got the CD. But whatever. The point here is trademark. And they have the crown up here too. So I'm like, y'all had to have done some type of trademark with this, but whatever. Anyway, This is in the shade Blackest Black. Now, I already previously did a recording and realized I was not mic'd up correctly. And so I had kind of read through this, but we're going to quickly read through this again. So on the back, it says Big Papa Mascara. Big Papa Mascara reigns supreme with its lash maximizing formula that delivers outrageous volume, length, and thickness in one coat. Lashes stay lifted and never weighed down for instant drama and fullness. Nourishing formula is infused with castor oil, which that's weird. Castor oil is capitalized here for no reason. Which naturally possesses omega-6 fatty acids. Well, the omega-6 part should probably be capitalized here. All right. It's kind of, it's jarring to read that. Essential proteins and nutrients. Hourglass brush boost with 500 plus crimped bristles that grip every hard to reach lash with maximum adhesion for epic volume, length, and definition. Well, y'all talking a big old game about this, but we gonna see, because listen, there ain't but a few things Wet n Wild has done where I'm just like, you didn't deliver what you said you was gonna deliver. But everything, like, and I know exactly what it is. It's the multi-use sticks. But this probably gonna do good. So we're gonna use this. I'm taking this out the package now. We're gonna use this in the buying and trying coming up that is associated with this here beauty haul. We're going to try this because I want to see. Y'all talk the big game. I want to see what you got. So also, I'm very curious. I'm gonna have to go look this up and see, did they have to pay Biggie's estate for this? Because, buddy, I'm pretty sure, like, that's a very direct reference to that song. And also, like, with the crown at the top, that's a direct reference. So you probably had to have paid for that. Why I cannot get this to pop out of here, I don't know. All right, there we go. So it also looks like a mic. Like, so I'm like, okay, this gotta be. And then I dropped a piece of the thing. I'll pick it up later. All right, so all I can say, this has gotta be. So let's see what the brush look like. Since y'all supposed to be doing length and volume at the same time, let me see what the brush look like. So that's what the brush look like. The brush real thick, but it's talking about bristles and all. All right, we'll see. I don't know when I'm gonna do my buying and trying. I might do it today. It depends. I really might do it today. I will have time. I will not have time Wednesday. So usually if I have time during the week, it's on Wednesday or Friday. I'm not going to have time Wednesday, so maybe Friday, when I get back into town. Well, maybe, yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to be going somewhere, with husband, and we're going to be staying for like 2 days. So, maybe I'll do it while I'm there. I don't know. That means taking equipment and recording, and I don't feel like doing all that. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. So next is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick. Now, when I bought this, I wasn't thinking, oh, high shine, because I don't really like shiny lipsticks. I prefer a matte lip. And so I don't really buy too many shiny lipsticks. I think I have 2, maybe 3 out of my entire lipstick collection, and I got a lot of lipstick. So I like a nice red matte lip. And sometimes now I do wear lip gloss. That's the thing. I don't like shiny lipstick, but I will wear lip gloss. And specifically, I have a lot of pink lip gloss and a lot of brown lip gloss and some clear. But this is going to be like a lip gloss, I think. This does not have a back of the box. It just tells you the ingredients. So this is the shade Flirt Alert. So this is like a nice pink. I think this is going to be cute. I will wear it when I wear pink lip gloss. That would probably be the best bet here. So yeah, I'm thinking this will be nice. This will be real nice. So I'm trying to take this wrapping off. That's why I'm fooling with this. And I'll give you the price on these in just a second when I finish going through it. I just knew the price of the stand there like immediately because I'd already talked about it the first time I attempted to record. So, all right, next. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Vitamin E Makeup Stick. This is the blush version of this. This is Dusty Pink. This is the shade Dusty Pink. Now, I have the contour one of this one already. It is okay. Y'all heard me say, I very seldom have things with Wet n Wild where I'm like, I don't like it. It's one of those that it's okay. It performs okay. It's not terrible. And it does exactly what I needed to do. But it's not my favorite contour. I actually prefer the, I think I have an Essence. Yes. The contour, the contour that I'm using, that I've been teaching myself with, is the Essence contour. And I prefer that one. But this is the blush. I'm curious about the blush. But this is going to be a nice, pretty shade. I think it's going to look really nice on my skin. It's not too light, not too dark, so it'll probably show up. But yes, this is a big old stick too. So I don't know if it's going to fit in there. It may or may not. It's probably not. It does not fit down in the little thing, but that's okay. I just need it to sit there temporarily. And I'll put it somewhere else with my cream blush, I guess. Okay. So next, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. And this is in the shade, it's very bright. It's very light bright. So we might have bought the wrong shade. I think this is Tan Deep. Yes, this is shade Tan Deep. Now, this is definitely going to be used in the buying and trying. All of this is going to be used in the buying and trying. Couple of these things. One of the lipsticks that I got, probably not, but this is going to be, this is definitely going to be used in the buying and trying because I'm very curious to see how bright this is, because this looks like it's going to be a little bit too bright. That's my fear here. Let's open it up. Let me see. Because I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be... Oh, no. Actually, this might be the perfect shade. This is actually a perfect shade. Okay. When I opened it up... So, okay, the outside of the bottle is misleading. It makes it look like it's super light bright. It's not. It's this shade. I'm trying to get in close to the camera so you guys can see. But it's really this shade. That's actually going to be great under my eye for brightening without being too bright, where I have to then darken it down a little bit. This is going to be good. I was confuzzled there for a minute. Confused Bear was confused because I was pretty sure that was going to be the wrong shade. But I did look at that, and I did look to see what I should do with that, and when I was buying it. So, yeah, okay. I wish the packaging was a little bit not deceptive like that. But I do have other concealers that do that too, where you're like, bro, this is not going to be the right color, and then you open it up and it's like, oh, it's actually just a bottle making it look like that. It's actually the right shade in terms of trying to do brightening. All right, so last thing from Amazon. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Cat Suit Matte Lipstick. And this is in the shade Missy and Fierce. So as y'all can see, this is a very red. And I'm very excited because I'm like, whoa, red. Yeah, y'all know I love a good red lipstick. So, very excited about this. This is, I've been seeing this on Amazon, and I had added it to my cart as my wish list. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and buy it. I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy it while I got a little bit of money. And I got some other things coming from Amazon. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it. So, yeah. This should dry down as a matte, not like that pink one that I just showed y'all. And that is the red. So I'm anticipating this is a little berry red. I think this is going to be cute. All right. So for Amazon, let's talk about prices. The Wet n Wild Big Papa Mascara in the shade Black is Black, $5.47. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick in the shade Dusty Pink, $3.98. The Mega Last Catsuit Matte Liquid Lipstick is $5.18. The Mega Last Catsuit High Shine Liquid Lipstick was $5.96. And the Incognito All Day Full Coverage Liquid Matte Concealer is $5.99. And then the Organizer was $9.19. So total we spent on makeup was $35.77. And then with tax, $38.63. All right. So next, let's talk about Sephora. The black and white bag. Okay. So at Sephora, we spent some money. And a lot of this is some retread because your girl went back and found what we think is the correct shade. Hoping this is the correct shade this time. I did a little bit of research. I did try to shade match and do it correctly. And also, we have a new brand joining the kit. So, that's a brand I've been eyeing for a minute. And I finally pulled the trigger on it. Alright. So, first things first. Let's talk about two things we already have some of. These are the Sephora collection. And of course, I don't have any place to put things right at this moment. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Multi-Use Concealer. This is in the shade 20P Tan. Now, 20P means it's shade 20 pink undertone and tan. Because the last one that I bought was 25Y. And 25Y is too dark. So I have to mix it with something else in order to bring the color down or bring the color up and down on another one that is the wrong shade. I'm trying to see what I did with it because then I can show y'all. Yes. Okay. This is, yes, 25Y and 20. So I think this is going to be a little bit better. Again, it's very misleading, but you can tell almost immediately that this is too dark. It matches my skin tone almost exactly, but when I'm trying to do concealing up underneath my eye, I kind of want it brightened up. And you're really supposed to do 2 shades brighter than what you actually are. So, if you're trying to do brightening, if you're not just trying to like conceal dark circles. So, 20P Tan, I think is going to be okay. I think. If it's not, we can do it. We can do something with it. I have things to make it work. Much like we are going to do with the 25Y. So, alright. And then I bought another of the foundation. Because the foundation pulls to yellow on me. So this is the Best Skin Ever Sephora collection foundation. And it is the shade 31P Tan. Again, pink. P equals pink. So I have a red undertone. So that's why I'm like, the yellow shows up, y'all see, in the Rare Beauty, which we're going to get to in a minute too. The Rare Beauty foundation pulls very yellow on my skin until I do a little something with setting powder and or setting it down, because otherwise my skin, it just shows up as yellow. So it's not the right shade. So I went and I got P. I was looking at the neutral and I was like, well, maybe that might work, but we're going to use this. So very excited, to try these in the bind and try and see how they do. All right. Then next we have, I got some more of the lip gloss. This is the Sephora Collection Glossed Lip Gloss. And this is the shade O2 Lover. Now, I already have shade 125 Money in this, and I really like that lip gloss. It's really good. It's very good. I think I'm really going to like this too. I do. I think this is going to be nice. I'm always in the market for a good pink lip gloss. So, very excited about that. All right. And then, last but not least, I want y'all to give a warm welcome to Miss Lady Gaga, because we went and got some Haus Labs. Haus Labs. Not Haus Labs. Haus Labs. I've been eyeing Haus Labs for a minute, and I absolutely adore Lady Gaga. Listen, let me go ahead. Quick side note. Let me go ahead and tell y'all about how Fame Monster had bangers. Okay? Bangers. Born This Way, bangers. Okay? Art Pop, bangers. Mayhem, the whole album. Listen, she came swinging with 4 singles out that it was like, oh, this is a return to form for Gaga. And listen, Joanne had some nice stuff too. But I love me some Lady Gaga, and I have always been a fan of Lady Gaga. So when I heard she was doing her own line, this was years and years and years ago. She was doing her own line. I was like, oh, okay, Gaga. Yes, this is, she one of them celebrities that, yes, probably needed her own makeup line. Yes, she is, yeah. Makeup is like her forte, okay? So, and like her different looks and chameleon changing. Like, the only other person who I'm surprised has never done a makeup line is Madonna, because they have a lot of similarities here and she would be good at that. So anyway, Lady Gaga, absolutely adore her, love her. So I'd heard about her makeup line, and I'd heard great things about it. And so I was like, okay, well, let me go see. Oh no, girl, Gaga, why the foundation was like $45? I was like, ma'am, I cannot afford that. Listen, I know people who can, and more power to them, but I can't afford that. But that is why we do stuff here at Budget Beauty for, budget. So, but occasionally I splurge. Y'all know this about me. I will splurge. And we are going to get our splurge section on the website. We are going to do something with splurging. So this was a splurge because I looked at the foundation again. It was not on sale. It was still $45. And I was like, damn it, Gaga, I want to buy your foundation, but I don't want to spend $45 for it. So if somebody gives me a gift card to Sephora, cool. Then I will go and buy it. But until then, I will dance around that foundation. So this is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. I love the front part of that. This is the B Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. And this is going to be like that Wet n Wild. So I'm going to see, since we talking about his lengthening and volume. So I'm looking to see, does it have a back of the box? It tells you how to use it. I mean, we know how to use mascara, but it don't have like a back of the box. This is the benefits of this mascara. But y'all, y'all know I love me some Gaga. I do. I absolutely adore Lady Gaga. Listen, I remember when she first came on the scene, like she blew up kind of big, and I was reading some fashion blog or something. This was in like the late, early to mid 2010, 2000s, 2010, and Fame Monster dropped in like 2009, I want to say, and this fashion blog was talking about how Lady Gaga was just, oh, here we are. It's Lady Gaga again, and she's looking crazy. And they were like, oh, she's not wearing pants. What a shock. And I'm like, who is this Lady Gaga? that was literally me. I was like, who is this Lady Gaga? So then the Fame Monster dropped right after that. And I was like, oh, I'm getting this whole album. So I bought the whole album. I went and bought it from it's one of the few times I actually bought a whole album. Just, you know, off the strength of a couple of songs. Yep. Then and in the spirit of old school pop stars and all, she put out videos and things for her stuff. So it's always, I grew up in the era where videos was a whole thing. World premieres happened for your video if you were a big enough star. Like, I can remember watching Michael Jackson world premiere of Remember the Time. And, what was the, Black or White. I remember watching the world premiere of all of these videos. So, I'm from that age where MTV actually showed videos. And it was a big deal when you had a video. So the fact that she was still in the habit of making videos for her songs and things, and now people do it on YouTube, but I was very, very impressed. Very impressed. So I'm a massive Lady Gaga fan. I would love to go see her in concert because apparently she puts on a hell of a concert. So this is what it looks like out of the box. And very excited. It does not have a thing on there or description or anything like this is what the benefits are. It does not have that. It just has like ingredients or whatever. But I like this packaging. It's real nice. So, I like the box. It's very, very sleek. So let's see. Yeah, this is going to be, I can see how this is, you can see the bristles on this. I can see how this would be lengthening and a volume. Okay. All right. Whew, Gaga bopped me though. Price-wise, like I say, we splurged. Gaga bopped me for some dollars. Let's talk about how Gaga bopped me. All right, so from Sephora, this is off our sheet here. From Sephora, the Haus Labs B-Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara in the shade Onyx Black was $29. Crying. $29 for mascara. I mean, I've spent $22 for the Live Tinted, so there's that. I also spent that on the Rare Beauty mascara too. And $38 on the Dior and $32 on the Yves Saint Laurent. So Gaga actually that's pretty tame considering I spent more. But Gaga bought me. But I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited. I want to try it so bad. So then the Sephora glossed lip gloss in the shade O2 Lover, $15. The Sephora collection is not cheap. It's drugstore price, but sometimes. Sephora Best Skin Ever Natural Finish Foundation in the shade 31P Tan was $24. And the Sephora Best Skin Ever Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 20P Tan, $18. So, subtotal was $86 even. Tax was $6.89. And the final total was $92.89 for Sephora. Sephora bought me. And then Ulta said, hold my beer. So, all right. So then I went one other place that was not makeup, and I bought hand soap because y'all know I love Bath and Body Works. But while I was in there, I did grab something that was makeup related. This is the Bath and Body Works Nourishing Lip Mask. I have several of these already. They are fantastic, and I love them. This is in the flavor Neapolitan Ice Cream. Now, I also bought the hand soap Neapolitan Ice Cream. So, I'm curious to see how this is going to do. I might use this tonight on my lips when if I take my makeup off and I'm doing my skincare. That's saying that I do makeup today. I'm thinking I might use this tonight. Thinking. So normally I get things for free. I'll get my like lip masks and lip gloss for free. I actually got a body wash for free this time around because I had a coupon for that. The regular price for this was $10.95, and I had a 20% off my whole purchase coupon, and so final price was $8.76. Now I went in Bath and Body Works and showed out, because I actually got 7 things, including this, and one of which I got for free because I had a reward in my wallet, and I picked out, and I got the 5. They had 5 for $28 for hand soaps, so I bought 5 hand soaps, and I only spent $37 in Bath and Body Works, which is fantastic for me. I generally go when they have a sale, and I pick out everything I want ahead of time, and I do stack my coupons and my rewards, because I am not spending a whole ton on hand soaps and candles. Not when they have a $3.95 and a $2.95 hand soap deal. And candles will be like $14.95. I'm not paying full price for a candle at Bath and Body Works. I love Bath and Body Works, don't get me wrong, but I'm not spending $26.95 for a candle. That's not happening. So that's just not a thing for me. And I promise you, I am one of their biggest fans and one of their biggest customers, because my husband knows for my birthday, or Christmas, a very, very good, smart investment and smart idea is to get me a Bath and Body Works gift card. I actually have, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I have an addiction. I have probably about 54 bottles. I'm pretty sure I may be at 60 bottles of hand soap. I don't need to buy hand soap for the next 5 years, probably. I can make that last. And now that we got our new sinks in our bathroom and kitchen, I can now double up on my soaps in both places. So I can use 4 soaps at a time. So, and I tend to, but I use it by season. So, I'm not going to put a Christmas scent out right now because it's May. Why would I do that? But we do use up the soap. Eventually I will use the soap. And some of it is not Bath and Body Works. Some of it is Dial that I bought in the 5-pack from Sam's or something like that. So yeah, it's a lot of hand soap though. And a lot of it is Bath and Body Works. As a matter of fact, in this room right now behind me is Bath and Body Works soaps, and I got a whole nother bag over there that's Bath and Body Works soaps and bath wash scents that I like, that I know I'm going to use in the future. And then I have some in the hallway. The rest of it's in the hallway. So yes, in our hallway where I keep our extras. So yeah, those are all Christmas though. So we're well prepared for Christmas. Because I want this house to smell like Christmas when it's time for Christmas. So that was all for Sephora. And then let's talk about our last little group. All right. We had to go to the fave. And we showed out and we spent money at the fave. I went in for 2 things in case. Well, actually, I did pick out 5 things, and I actually only bought the 5 things that I picked out. So, let's see. All right. Now, some of these things I already have. And 3 of these things I do not. So I really bought 5 things out of Ulta. The first is the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. Now, I already have this, and I'm sitting here looking at it. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. This is in the shade Cheer. I already have it in the shade Happy, I think is what this one is. It's a gorgeous shade. Yes, this is the shade Happy that I already have. So this is the shade Cheer. And I really like that luminous blush. I actually bought it accidentally, thinking it was a matte. But then I tried it and I was like, oh, I liked it. Oh, hold on, Selena Gomez. Miss Selena, Miss Benny Blanco. Hold on. I really like this. So this is Cheer. And we're going to open it up. As per the usual, I do like the packaging. Very nice. It's very clean, very, very warm. It evokes a very nice, warm feeling. So I like that packaging. Your packaging says something to me. Like if I see your packaging and I don't like it, I'm like, maybe I might not buy that. I'm weird like that. I like to look at the packaging. I like something to look nice. I like for it to mean something when I hold it in my hand. Like I'm looking at this expensive ass makeup. I want to feel like I'm buying something. Like this is good makeup. So I do care about the packaging a little bit. So this is what Cheer looks like. Cheer is going to be like a peachy pink tone. But I like this. I think this is going to be cute. And it does come with a mirror in the little thing. As you can see my recording, my camera. But I do like the little mirror. That's nice. I don't use it, but because when I'm doing this, I'm looking in a mirror. I'm looking in my trifold mirror anyway, so but yeah, very excited about that. I love Rare Beauty. Listen, I am very much a fan of Rare Beauty right now. So we went back and we bought more of this foundation. This was not cheap. This is the True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. Now, this foundation I already have. And I have it in the shade 36 medium warm. This one. This bad boy, as nice as it is, and it does blend very nicely. I like it. I like the packaging. I like how it works. I love it. It is the not right shade for me. And I shade matched this. And they told me that this is the shade. It pulls yellow. So I'm like, that cannot be the right shade. So then I got a little cute about things. And I went online and I looked to see. It just so happens when I did that when I bought that, a couple of days later, Miss Darcy, who I follow on YouTube, does makeup, she had talked about how Rare Beauty had sent her a PR package for her to try the foundation, and she put it on and it was the wrong color foundation for her. So knowing that I match her in the tier, I was like, well, let me see what one did they send you. And they sent her 34. So, or 35. They sent her 35, shade 35. And I was like, oh, word? They sent you 35? Okay, well, guess what? We matching foundation. So it looks like whatever foundation that you get is the one that I need to get. And it was the perfect match for her. And I was like, okay, so that's the one I need to get then. So I'm so glad I know that I match her in the tier. We both wear 43 in Deep Cocoa in the tier foundation. cushion and liquid. So I'm like, and the concealer that she recommended, 8.7N, perfect for me. It is a perfect match for me. So I'm like, even with like trying to like lighten and or can just do spot concealing with the spot concealer part on it, it conceals this so well. And I'm like, oh, this is okay. All right. So now that I know that we match in both of those, look like we're gonna go ahead and that's the one we need to get. So that's what I did. I went back and I got 35, which is 35 medium deep cool. Now, I was like, I wonder if I'm not 34 deep warm. But I think this is going to be the right shade. And I looked at it when I was in the store. So I looked at the tester. I also shade matched again. And I went by what Miss Darcy was going by. So I think, though, that this is the right one. I think this is not going to pull yellow. It shouldn't. I think this is going to match my skin tone very well. I think. So, matter of fact, we're going to do a really quick test. And because I'm not going to use it in the buying and trying. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the right shade. That it's going to be the right shade. And I don't need to like do the buying and trying. I already know. So I'm going to try it in just a second. But then I also got free gifts. This was a free gift. This is the Rare Ceramic Scent Diffuser. It's a medallion. It smells like roses, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it either. I'm looking at the back of this and it has instructions, but you can put it in your house or your car. I don't know. I don't like this scent that much, though. It's a little weird smelling. I think, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, how do I diffuse the scent? Is it, because I can smell it through this packaging. And it's making this bag smell too. So that's why I'm like, it obviously is giving off the scent without putting it into a diffuser. But, I'll figure it out. I don't know if I want that in my car, though. That scent smells a little weird, but all right. So then they gave me this, which is the Lancome Paris Lip Idol Juicy Treat 20% Squalane. It's a 3D Juicy Shine Oil and Gloss. And then, so it's like little tabs on the inside, because I looked at this yesterday. It says it juicifies like a gloss. I didn't know that juicifies was a word, but okay. Juicifies like a gloss, acts like a serum. Okay. And then it's in French. I could read that in French if I wanted to. I took French in high school. My last 2 years of high school. And I took Spanish the last 2 years of middle school and the first 2 years of high school. So I can read a Romance language if I absolutely had to. Anyway, so in one application, instant and up to 24 hours of hydration. After one bottle, lips feel smoother and look bouncier, even when bare. 98% saw juicy shine look. 98%. Okay. And then they have the shades. 16 Pinky Promise, 33 Idol Nude, 40 All the Tea, and 60 $1 Million Berry. Okay. So then there are the little tabs like this right here. So I'm like, how these tabs work? How this gonna work? Lancome, like, how does this? I ain't never seen this before, so I'm like, do I eat it? I don't eat it. I know I don't eat it, but I'm like, I'm looking at these like they throat lozenges or something. Like, I'm like, is this a throat lozenge? No, it's lip gloss, but that's what this looks like. It looked like a throat lozenge tab. Like, Look at this. This looks like a throat lozenge tab. So let me see what the back says. Free sample, not for sale. Okay, cool. All right, so how do I use it? It don't tell me how to use this. It just says that it gives you safety precautions. But it don't tell me, do I take it out the package? Like, how would you store this? Oh, Lancome. Like, I have so many questions. But yeah, I might play around with this and see. Because this is obviously meant as a sample for, lip gloss, but that don't tell me nothing about how to actually use it. Okay. Anyway. So, put that back in the bag. All right. Miss Selena Gomez, I'm going to try your foundation. See if that's the right shade for me. Okay. And then the last three things that I got from Ulta are all the same. And it's literally the same thing. It's just in different shades. This is the NYX Fat Matte lipstick. Matte lipstick. Smooth color lipstick. So I got 3 shades. I've been eyeing this for a minute. I saw this was new watching Mr. Robert Welsh. Congratulations, Robert. And so I was watching his thing, and he was talking about this in one of his weekly ratings, how excited he is for upcoming makeup. And so this was a while back. It was a couple months ago. And so I saw these and his roundup, and I was like, oh, okay. I love NYX lipstick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I have 11. Yeah, I think I got 11 of the NYX double XL liquid lingerie lipsticks. So yes, I like NYX lipsticks. And I also have their Smooth Whip liquid lipstick or cream lipstick, lip stain. So I was like, all right, I'm game. Listen, I like NYX's stuff. I do. I like a lot of NYX products. The only thing, like I said, yesterday I used that NYX jumbo pencil and it was meh. But otherwise, I have a lot of those too, and I do like them. I just have to use them with other things to finish off the look. So anyway, I saw these and I was excited, and I was like, I'm gonna get these. So I bought 3. The 3 that I was really wanting, and I had these in my cart, in my wish list on Ulta. So this is the shade number 11, Pink Puff. These are, and they are clickable. We're going to open it up in just a second. This is the shade number 17, Scarlet Snuggles. And then this is the shade number 15, Fuzzy Flame. So what they do here is, let's take the Pink Puff thing off. They have a sticker on them to ensure that people are not screwing around with it. You take the cap off of this apparently, and then you click it. This is like the fat oil click line that they have. Okay, I just wanted to get one of these out of here. All right, so trying to get this sticker off. All right, so then you take that off, and I assume okay. So I'm clicking it at the bottom, and it's slowly raising that up. Yeah, that's slowly raising that up, I think. I think that's how that's how that's working. It very slowly raises this up, so you don't pull up too much product. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So when I first opened this was not that far up. So, but it's raised up just slightly. Like the ridge is right here where my finger is, and it's slightly above that ridge. So yeah, I'll take that. Thanks. Oops. Okay. So yeah, I think this is going to be nice. Now, I don't know if these are transfer proof. We're going to find out. And when I do test these, because I probably will test it, we'll look and see. I will do some investigation and see. Matter of fact, when I post this video, I'll find out if it's transfer proof. I'll go look it up. All right, so very quickly, let's try this foundation. Let's actually try both of these foundations. I know I'm going to use one of these in the buying and trying, but I want to try both of these real quick and see, did I do good? Because we did okay the last time, but it was clearly not the right shade. So, all right. I do not have a little thing down here to do with it. I don't want to put too much on. Let me grab my little palette. If I could grab my Real Techniques palette, that'll give me a space to put both of these. And a brush. Okay. All right. So, very quickly, I'm going to do a little quick spot test and see what we do. We're going to do the Rare Beauty one first. See what it does. All right. Now, this is no primer or no nothing. Let's see. Oh, that's a much better. Much better. I can immediately tell that that is not going to be too bright. And it's not yellow. It's actually very, it is the right tone. And it's matching my face like right here. Almost. Matter of fact, it does. It looks a more natural tone for me. Very good. Okay. Very, very good. Because that matches almost exactly. Okay. Very nice. That matches over here where my sideburns are growing crazily. See, that looks perfect. That is perfect. And that is what I expect. Let me see. Let me buff this out real quick. That is the perfect shade. Look at that. And it is not yellow. Perfect. Look at that. That is a perfect. Even with primer, if I had put primer on, this would have been perfect. This is no primer, and this is perfect. It's still a little yellow, but I can deal with this more than the other one. And the other one's not, like I say, I can make it work. I can. I promise. I can make it work. But this is a better, closer match for my skin tone because it's not pulling as yellow as the previous one. It's still a little yellow, but this could be toned down immediately. Very, very pleased. Okay. Very pleased. All right, Miss Selena. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Darcy. On the off chance that she ever sees this. Thank you, Miss Darcy. You have helped me fix my mistake. All right. So now let's try on the other side of my face. Let's try This Is the Best Skin Ever. Sephora in the shade 31P. All right. All right. This looks like it's going to be immediately the better match for me also. So let's go. All right. So I'm taking it off of this. Let's see what yeah. Because this can always be darkened down if need be. Yeah, that's a much better. Much better. Okay. So then, let's buff her out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect match. Once you buff it, it's a perfect match. Look at that. That is a perfect match with no primer on. Imagine what that's going to look like with some primer on. Ooh, that is the perfect match for me. It is a little light. It's a little light. But that is a perfect match over here and right here. Okay. All right. We did fantastic. That is what I'm talking about. And so y'all see, it's these two spots, not the big old giant spot in the middle, but that spot and that spot are the two that I used. I mean, that's going to be great with some good concealer, which, well, I guess we can try the concealer right now since I just did the foundation. Okay. And I know which side I used which one on, so let's see here. Trying to put this cap back on. Okay. All right. Very quickly, we'll try the foundation. I mean, I'm very pleased. I'm very happy. I can make that work so well. It's nice when you shade match correctly. All right, so this is 20p tan, pink undertone, 20p. Now, like I say, this might be a little too light, maybe, but maybe not. All right, let's get concealer buffing. Oh no, that's gonna be perfect for brightening. That's gonna be perfect for brightening because I can make that work. That's gonna blend perfectly and give me the brightening under eye that I want. Oh, that's perfect. And that is why we do pink undertones. So now that I know that, I know which ones to get. Because look at that. That's a nice match too. And blending with this. Look at that. And that blends with that foundation. Because that is, this is the Rare Beauty on this side, and this is the Sephora on this side. So let's see about how it worked with its own foundation. Let me see. I need to put a little swatch on. I don't want to put a ton. And I am going to wipe this off, and then we'll probably do some makeup. Probably. But this is with its own foundation. Oh, that blends nicely too. You got to blend it out. But I also put like a ton on, so it's fine. And also I do kind of want to extend it over here because while the hyperpigmentation is clearing up, it's not entirely gone. Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. That's real nice. That is very nice. That looks good. Because I can make that work. I can blend that in and make that work. And that's blending with its own foundation. Same brand foundation. That's blending with somebody else's foundation. With no primer on. So, yeah, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to use in the buying and trying. I got to figure that out. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's going to be very, very nice. I'm very pleased. I did good. Bear did good. Makeup Bear did good. She picked the right shades for once. Usually I am pretty good about shade matching now. Actually I can tell y'all too. I did shade match. I went back and shade matched again. It gave me the same not right shades. So I looked, aside from the one that I looked at from Miss Darcy, I I did look at this Sephora one, and I was like, wait a minute. Let me go look and see. And yes, they do have a translation chart. I discovered this. They have a translation chart for old shades to new shades. And so I looked at that and I was like, let me see. And it kept giving me that I needed to use a yellow. And I was like, no, clearly yellow is not correct, because yellow pulls yellow on my skin. It looks odd. So I said, well, you know what? What does pink mean? Pink. What did the P mean? P meant pink. And I was like, so I need a pink undertone because I have a red undertone. And pink is going to be the closest to red. It's on the same sphere of the color chart. So with color theory. So I'm like, okay, yeah, pink is probably what I need. So whatever I am pulling here, it needs to be that, but P, not Y. And probably not N. N is neutral. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I need to pull that instead. So that's what I did. That is how I shade matched these. And as you can see, much better. I can make this work. I could so make this work. I mean, it's brightening up underneath the eyes and maybe not be so heavy handed, but I could make this work. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So now I have to make a decision about what I'm going to do. So that actually concludes the beauty haul. We have bought all of our things, and we've detailed everything. So very excited. Trying to do a little cleanup here. But very excited because these things actually are helpful to know and to get this right. So let's talk about final price, because we are at the end of the haul. All right. So for Ulta, the Rare Beauty True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 35 Medium Deep Cool was $34.92. We redeemed points of $3.08. Okay. Previous shade, I did make a note here that my previous shade was 36 Medium Deep Warm. All right. Then for the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush in the shade Cheer, $24.80. Points redeemed was $2.20. Then because the original price for the Longwear foundation was $38, and the original price for the Luminous Powder Blush was $27. Yeah, $27. Okay. Then for the NYX Fat Matte Smooth Color Lipstick, two of them, all three are regular price $12. And then two of them I had points redemption of 97 cents. And then one of them I used the 20% off one item coupon. And I also took off 78 cents points redeemed. So two of them were $11.03 and the other was $8.82. So subtotal $90.60. With tax, $7.26, plus I did $1 donation to the foundation that they have, which I have no problems doing. I actually very much support it. That was $1, and then final total for Ulta was $98.86. So let's talk about that Ulta, because also at Sephora, let's back up just a second. At Sephora, I have amassed points because I do go in there fairly. I've been going in there more often. I'm a beauty insider there, and I have 640 points. I don't go in there a whole ton, so I don't have a whole lot of points. So let's talk about Ulta, because we are very much nearing the end of our quest for diamond status for 2027. All right, so reward. So Ulta Beauty rewards. Base points earned 91. Bonus points earned 239. And that is because this weekend, and this is why I went to Ulta, Rare Beauty, you earned times 5 points for Rare Beauty purchases. So I that's how I got an extra 239 points beyond the 91. So then diamond points, 50% more, 46. That's based on the 91. So I used 250 points, which is the equivalent of $8. And then current points balance, 379. And then redeemable points is 350, which is the equivalent of $11. And then points expiring, 0, because I'm a diamond. And then spend to extend diamond status, 45. So that means I only need $45 to extend my diamond status. We are halfway through the year. And I've spent $1,200 at Ulta almost. I've spent $1,100 and some change. So yes. Yeah, I very excited. My total savings was $10.40, and I bought 5 items from Ulta. All right. So let's talk about absolute grand final total of this haul. Let's talk about it. All right. Everything from Amazon, we spent $38.63. Bath and Body Works, $9.46. Sephora, $92.89. And Ulta, $98.86. So our final grand total, full grand total, was $239.84. So I'm very pleased with this haul. Very pleased. And y'all know I usually am pleased with my own hauls. But this was a good haul because I got a lot of things for budget. But also, I only got like 1 splurge item. Really, well, 2 splurge items. But it was to correct a problem. And 3 splurge items. I'm really looking at like three splurge items. So, but this is the thing. I can use all of this stuff. And the splurge items are to replace stuff that I bought the wrong shade. I'm still going to use it. Okay. But I will use these splurge items like every day. Like this Selena Gomez, Miss Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez, come to the front because I'm going to use you pretty much every day. I really like how it performs. I'm very excited about Gaga. Very excited. I'm so excited about Haus Labs. So I'm going to use that and see how she works. Because I think that's going to be real nice. So we will conduct a buying and trying very shortly. Probably when I finish doing this, I'm going to go wipe off this trial stuff that I just did. And then we'll get to doing a buying and trying. I'll figure out something that I want to do with a look and see what I actually want to try and see. So yeah, I'm very excited about this haul. This haul was fantastic. We are also nearing the end with Ulta for the year. That is very good. Very excited about that. That's gonna be fantastic because then I won't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. And I know for a fact I have a couple of things that I'm waiting on from ColourPop to come out at the beginning of June, which is in like 2 weeks. So I'm very excited. That will probably hit me at the 45 that I need to hit, keep diamond status for 2027. So very excited about this haul. Very excited overall about this makeup. Got a lot of good things, things that I will use a lot and actually, put to the test and and use it. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my series later. Like, share, and subscribe. We have regular content. Matter of fact, as I'm recording this, I have other things in the pipeline ready to go, and it will be posted very shortly. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back and watch me later. Peace.